Shalom, this is Yahuah Magnified, and I'm back with another informative video. Today's video is titled, The State Supreme Court. But before I tackle this subject, as always, I must state for the record, I'm not a lawyer, I do not practice law, and I do not pretend to. All my videos are for informational and educational purposes only. They're all facts and all truth. Nothing more, nothing less. So with that being said, guys, let's get to it. Oh yeah, but before I proceed forward, as always, I need you all to hit that like button. And also, if this is your first time viewing my channel, hit that subscribe button. And also hit that notification bell so you all can be notified when I'm dropping these powerful videos. So without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so now, as you all can see on the screen, we are in fact coming from the Supreme Court of South Carolina. This is in fact the state Supreme Court, guys, not the federal Supreme Court. But before I go over this document, I just want to give you all a quick rundown on how we end up here, okay? So, this is the backdrop of the situation. When my aunt came to me, he had received a document from the agency stating that they wanted to have a child support negotiation hearing to try to establish support payments against him, okay? So when he came to me, I gave him documents to respond back to the agency, okay? But not only did he respond back to the agency, he also, what? He also appeared at the negotiation conference. And during the negotiation conference, there was no stipulations agreed upon. And because there was no stipulations agreed upon, the agency's supposed to do what, guys? We went over this multiple times in my other videos. The agency's supposed to do what? The agency's supposed to schedule him a hearing before a competent judge. You see, or before a competent court, which is another administrative judge, right? But the agency didn't do that. What the agency did was, since they couldn't get him to agree, they automatically entered a default order in against him. And once they entered a default order in against him, they took that default order and filed it into the circuit court. And then the circuit court adopted that administrative default order, which was all wrong, guys. So my aunt turned around and filed a motion to vacate, challenging the default order, and challenging the court's jurisdiction to adopt that default order without the agency following the proper rules and civil procedures. Okay, so the lower courts didn't agree with my motion to vacate, so they simply continue on with the adoption of the administrative order. So after that, me and my we filed a notice of appeal and we went to the appeals court. So in the appeals court, the agency misquoted all types of statutes and codes. And we rebutted that, and we replied back to all of that, and we proved without a shadow of a doubt that they did not have a right to do what they done to my aunt in this situation. But sure enough, the Court of Appeals adopted the ruling of the lower court. They agreed with the lower court's ruling. So what we do after that was we petitioned to the appeals court for a rehearing, because that's the next step. So after we petitioned the court for a rehearing, the appeals court responded back with a simple denial. No reasons why, nothing like that. They just simply denied the petition for rehearing. So once they denied the petition for rehearing, we automatically petitioned the what? The Supreme Court of South Carolina. That's why we're here now. So now, let's go over this document. Alright, so now as you all can see, that is in fact the seal of the court. And it states what? The Supreme Court of South Carolina. Clerk of the court names and everything at the top, the address and all that. And it states what? August the 24th, 2022. My aunt name I crossed out, his address I crossed out. I just left his state and his zip code there. The reason why I left those two there so you all can see that he is in fact in South Carolina, fighting the state in the state. Like I tell you all, we must follow the rules of etiquette and follow the rules of civil procedures until we get the results that we want. Okay? So now as you all can see, it's the South Carolina Department of Social Services versus my aunt, right? The appellate case number, right? I crossed those information out, and it states, dear my aunt, I crossed his name out, and it states what? This court has received your petition for writ of certiorari, and the case has been assigned the appellate case number that appears above. Please use this number on all future correspondence related to this matter. All parties to this matter are advised that all filings must comply with the requirements of Rule 242 of the South Carolina Appellate Court Rules. Then it states the SCACR are available online at the website right there written down. It states additionally, any filings submitted by counsel admitted in South Carolina must include counsel's bar number. Then it states the intentions of parties is directed to the order relating to the inclusions of personal data, identifiers, and other sensitive information in the documents filed with the Supreme Court of South Carolina and the South Carolina Court of Appeals The order can be found at the website below, guys. So now let's go to the next page. Okay, the next page states, please note that the responsibility of ensuring that information is redacted or sealed as required by this order rests with counsel and the parties. This office will not review filings for redactions or to determine if materials should be sealed. Then it states, finally, any request for an extension in this case must comply with the court's order dated July 16, 2014. This order is available at the website below, guys. Then it says, very truly, with the clerk of court signature on it. As you all can see, it was sent to the attorney of the other party and also to the judge who will be hearing the cases, okay? So now, guys, let's go to find out exactly what the Supreme Court does so we can see, you know, can the Supreme Court actually hear our argument? Let's go there. As you all can see, we're coming from the South Carolina Courts.org. This is in fact the Supreme Court website. Let's pick this up where it states general. Let's read the top. It states, the Supreme Court is the highest court in South Carolina. The court is composed of a Chief Justice and 4 Associate Justices who are elected to 10-year terms by the General Assembly. The terms of the justices are staggered, and a justice may be re-elected to any number of terms. Then it states what? Appellate and original jurisdiction. It states the Supreme Court has both appellate and original jurisdiction. In its appellate capacity, it has exclusive jurisdiction to hear appeals from the circuit court, which includes a sentence of death, a circuit court order setting a public utility rate, a judgment involving a constitutional challenge to state statutes or local ordinance. So now, guys, if the state Supreme Court can hear constitutional challenges to state statutes and local ordinance, then why are these men going to federal district court where federal district court lacks jurisdiction to do so? It doesn't make any sense, guys, but let's continue forward. It states, a judgment of the circuit court involving public bond and indebtedness, a judgment of the circuit court pertaining to an election, and order limiting the investigation of a state grand jury, and an order of the family court relating to an abortion by a minor. See Rule 203 D1 SCACR. Additionally, on its own motion or a motion of a party or the Court of Appeals, the Supreme Court may certify an appeal pending before the Court of Appeals for decisions by the Supreme Court. Then it states, in deciding appeals, the Supreme Court considers the transcripts of the proceedings before the lower court, other related documents and exhibits, briefs filed by the parties, and oral arguments. For those appeals which are decided by the Court of Appeals, an aggrieved party may seek a review of the decision of the Court of Appeals by filing a petition for writ of certiorari with the Supreme Court. That's exactly what we did, guys, but let's continue. If the petition is granted, the Supreme Court may affirm, reverse, or modify the decision of the Court of Appeals. The Supreme Court also reviews judgments of the Circuit Court and Family Court relating to post-convictions relief actions by writ of certiorari. So now, guys, we are in the right court because, as I was telling you all, the backdrop, that's the reason why we're there. But let's continue. In its original jurisdiction, the Supreme Court may allow actions to be commenced in the Supreme Court and may issue mandamuses, certiorarities, or other extraordinary writs. Normally, this only occurs when the case involves significant public interest or other unusual circumstances. Finally, the Supreme Court can agree to answer questions of law certified to it by the highest court of another state or by federal courts. So again, guys, that's why we are in the state Supreme Court, all right? So that's what I'm going to do for today. If you all need my help, hit me up in my email at yahuah@gmail.com. If I can help you, I will let you know. If I cannot help you, I will let you know, okay? Like I told you all before, there are multiple reasons why I can help someone. There's multiple reasons why I can't help someone. 9 times out of 10, if I say I cannot help you, it's because you went to a lot of people and you put yourself in, you know, a lot of situations that's going to be hard for me to help you get out of. Or for the simple fact of the matter is because I don't have enough time to go back and try to undo what you have done previously. Because as I stated before, there are so many people that's going to everybody else and going to a lot of other individuals on YouTube. By the time they get to me, they done went to 3 or 4 other people. Now they're trying to come to me and expect me to, you know, perform a miracle for them. That's not the case, guys. Okay? So again, that's all I'm going to do for today. If you all need my help, hit me up at my email at yahuah@magnify@gmail.com. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's get this right wisdom, this right knowledge, this right understanding. Also, cop that merch. And with that being said, I say, shalom.